This is not on my bingo board at all. Linda Yaccarino stepping down as CEO of X. Now remaining mom, foodie, fashion enthusiast, Penn State alum, and no longer CEO of X. After 2 incredible years, I've decided to step down as the CEO of X. When Elon Musk and I first spoke of his vision for X, I knew it would be the opportunity of a lifetime to carry out the extraordinary mission of this company. Mind you, I was a big fan of Elon hiring a CEO. I think it is brilliant that Elon chose a powerful woman like Linda, because I think she's done great to bring stability to X, in my opinion. I think of her kind of like the Susie for Trump. You know, I really think Susie runs the show behind the scenes at the Trump administration, and I think she absolutely kicks butt for Trump. Like, she is the power broker behind the scenes. In my opinion, Linda was kind of like that for Elon at X. Stability, rationality, decision-making in a way that maybe removes some of that Elon emotion. I think Susie does that for Trump as well. And so this is why, to me, Elon losing Linda is like Trump losing Susie. In other words, this big background, and Linda was more in the public eye than Susie, but which makes, she posts all the time on X, but it's, in my opinion, just as big of a loss. And so I think it's really sad. But let's see. I'm immensely grateful to Elon for entrusting me with the responsibility of protecting free speech. Mind you, I'm such a big fan of this because when I announced running for governor in 2021, I got censored by Facebook, Mark Zuck, who was donating billions of dollars, well, hundreds of millions of dollars to Gavin Newsom. And I also got censored on X. Both sides I got, well, it was before it was X, it was Twitter. So both sides I got censored, and these were all Gavin Newsom shills. So I was a big fan of this, and still am to this day. Turning the company around and transforming X into the everything app. Yeah, so far we haven't gotten X payments. This has been more of an idea, but we've gotten the encrypted chat. We haven't solved the bot problems. We, are incorporating Grok, which is cool, which apparently is now called Super Grok because, it's quote unquote based, but okay. I'm incredibly proud of the X team. The historic business turnaround we have accomplished together has been nothing short of remarkable. We started with the critical early work necessary to prioritize the safety of users, especially children, and restore advertiser confidence. This, by the way, has been good. They've definitely gotten advertisers to start coming back to the platform, which is fantastic. So, somebody in the chat says Linda was supposed to bring in big ad money. I think she failed. No, actually, I think she, I'm pretty sure the New York Times did a piece on this. New York Times, X, advertisers. I think it was the New York Times, which in fairness, if they're saying it, it's kind of it's a good thing, right? So here, this was November's, the Financial Times, I guess. Advertisers set to return to X as they seek favor with Elon Musk and Trump. I wonder, wait a sec. If the advertisers were maybe flowing in because they wanted to cozy up to Trump and Musk, maybe Linda's leaving because of Musk's fallout with Trump is ruining her ability to bring advertisers back. Elon Musk's support for Donald Trump is set to boost X's flagging business, with some marketers poised to return to the social media platform in order to seek favor with the incoming administration. Media execs told the Financial Times that some brands were preparing to advertise on X again, as the billionaire owner was likely to gain an influential role inside the White House. Wow. Here we are less than a year later and how the story has changed. Brands have expressed concern that Musk has stripped back moderation, with groups such as Disney, IBM, and Apple leaving the platform last year. Elon Musk responding by telling companies to go F themselves for pausing advertising. I think that's this button.
Go F yourself. Is that clear?
Yeah, I have that on my soundboard. Along with this one.
Bullish catalyst.
Bullish catalyst. All right. Chief executive, marketing, former executive, political leverage, seeking political leverages, the good graces of Elon, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now this team has worked relentlessly from groundbreaking innovations like community notes. That's true. I have loved community notes, by the way, and Facebook has kind of like copied some of this, right? X money to bring iconic voices and content creators to the platform. A monetization for creators, right? That's kind of cool. Now the best is yet to come as X enters into a new chapter with XAI. X is truly the digital town square. This is a straight up Elon line right here. For all voices and the world's most powerful cultural signal, we couldn't have achieved this without the support of our users, business partners, and the most innovative team in the world. I'll always be cheering you all on as you continue to change the world. As always, I'll see you on X. Wow, that's huge. So Elon losing Linda, I would not be surprised at all if this is because of the drama that we've gotten between Musk and Trump, which at first, at least looking at sort of these Financial Times pieces here, brought in advertisers. And Linda's probably like, this is great, we're riding a wave. Maybe now she's seeing a reversal and people are getting away from X again as Elon forms this new party, doubles down on the Epstein files and else. So let's see what some of the people in the chat right here. Elon is a narcissist. Some people right here, Nazi Grok was too much for her. Ooh. Grok will likely say she did nothing. Grok will get rewritten. Oh. Let's see here. What else do we have? They're planning to get more into financial services. Elon probably wants a CEO with a background closer to that. I mean, but you could have executives with that capability inside the company without having to replace the CEO, right? Also, TikTok news here. TikTok preparing U.S. app with separate algorithm and code base. That's right, because they're planning on introducing a totally separate app for the U.S. side. Let's see here. We've got some of your other comments. Elon's taking L's everywhere. That's not good. Linda never brought the big ad accounts that she promised. Okay, that's why we looked up the Financial Times piece, so unclear here. Somebody says, did Trump pay her off? It's possible. Who knows? Maybe Mark Zuckerberg bought her out, and gave her a job. Let's see here. She's going to work on the American TikTok. Well, maybe. She and Elon did have some public spats in the past. Yeah, I guess it's more the recency of this, right? This is very sudden. And it just comes at a really sensitive time for Elon. Honestly, this sucks heavily for Elon because I personally, I said this yesterday too, I think he's at a low point. He just lost his best friend in the White House, which, how do you mess that up? I hate to say it, but dude, you were getting rides on Marine One and Air Force One. You had the White House in your back pocket, and you screwed it up for politicians being politicians. I don't know, man. I don't know. And so I think there might be some element of Linda kind of like, all right, we've hit peak X. It's time to, check out. I'm sure she's going to announce she's going to have another job somewhere else soon, but I have to say that was not on my bingo board.
Why not advertise these things that you told us here? I feel like nobody else knows about this.
We'll try a little advertising and see how it goes.
Congratulations, man. You have done so much. People love you. People look up to you.
Kevin Paffrath there, financial analyst and YouTuber. Meet Kevin. Always great to get your take.